An ex-cop, a missing girl, a supernatural entity, and a secret society all cross paths. The Empty Man is different than the Slender Man, and I didn't know that for a long time. I think because the Slender Man is tall and slender, and I mean, look how tall and slender the T on this poster is. There's a lot going on in this movie. It feels like a dozen different movies in one, and even at 137 minutes, it doesn't feel long enough because of the amount of subplots that are shoved in the movie. The pre-title sequence was intense and arguably the most interesting part of the film. It features a group of hikers in Bhutan who discover something in a cave. Maybe it's a giant human skeleton, maybe it's an alien, maybe it's just an ancient sculpture. This opening sequence is full of beautiful landscapes, interesting characters, a good mystery, and quite a bit of tension and dread. And after the title sequence, we move back to America and the movie changes completely. It becomes the story of a missing girl and the legend of a supernatural being called the Empty Man who may be responsible for her disappearance, and the ex-cop who has taken it upon himself to find the girl. The true star of the movie is David Pryor's direction. Even though the movie is longer than I like movies to be, and it tries to do too many things, you can tell there is a lot of talent in the direction. The vibe and visual styling reminds me of a David Fincher movie, somewhere between Zodiac and Se7en in tone. Each scene introduces a new layer to the mystery onion, and it sure seems like it's not all going to come together at the end. The camera work is better than it should be for a low-budget film that never had a wide theatrical release. Now, I can't pinpoint exactly what it is that sets apart David Pryor's direction from other directors, but I can tell that he definitely has a style, and I can't wait to see what he does next. I know that he has a segment on the Guillermo del Toro Netflix series that just recently came out. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but the reviews seem to say that David Pryor's episode is the most well received. Whatever you think that The Empty Man is, I promise you it isn't that. Now, while it is a horror film, I found it to be much more of a mystery thriller. Now, don't get me wrong, there are a couple of shocking and disturbing scenes, but in general, it's more of a mystery than anything. While I was entertained, it wasn't until about the last 20 minutes when everything came together and I realized I'm probably going to need to watch this again and see what I missed. The Empty Man is good. It is hard to believe that David Pryor is a first-time filmmaker. I'm looking forward to his next film already. Now, if you're looking for an intriguing mystery film with supernatural elements that isn't a full-on horror film, look no further than The Empty Man. Bloody mirror messages, blowing on bottles, bonfires, registering to attend a cult conference, finding skeletal remains, visiting a friend in the hospital.